Good morning, friends. It's good to see you. Are you ready for our circle time at home? Let's start with our song. Good morning, rabbits and friends. Good morning, rabbits and friends. Good morning, rabbits and friends. I'm glad you're here today. Hooray! I'm glad you're here today. Let's look at what we're going to do today. We're going to start with our calendar. We're going to look at the weather. We're going to read a book about cherry blossoms. We're going to play a game with our dice, and then we're going to sing a song. Should be fun. Let's start with our calendar. Today is Friday, March 27th. Let's look at our pattern. Green, green, yellow, yellow, green, green, yellow, yellow, green, green. We'll color in another green square. But we won't have circle time tomorrow or Sunday, so our next time will be Monday. Let's think what color that will be. Green, green, yellow, yellow, green, green, yellow, yellow, green, green, yellow. Let's count in our star jar how many days we've done circle time at home. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Today we will add sticker number 10, and it's blue. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 circle times at home. Let's check the weather. What's the weather? What's the weather? What's the weather like today? Is it windy? Is it cloudy? Is there rain or is there sun? Today is another sunny day. It'll be a nice day to take a walk this afternoon. And we'll color in one more sunny square yellow. All right, so far we've had 1, 2, 3 sunny days, 1, 2, 3, 4 cloudy days, 1, 2, 3 rainy days. No windy days, no snowy days. All right, it's a water the plant day. Hello, cactus. Do you know, I noticed something yesterday. I'll see if I can show you on the camera. Remember that we had this new little sprout start to grow about a month ago. Well, way down in there. It is so hard. I'm not sure you guys can see. There's a tiny little new sprout. I was so surprised. We'll keep track and see how much that grows. All right, little cactus, here's some water. And now I'm going to put them back on our sunny window. We planted some seeds on Monday, and I wanted to show you they've been sitting on a sunny window next to the cactus and sometimes in the kitchen, because in the afternoon our kitchen window gets a lot of sun. And are you ready? Kind of exciting. Ta-da! Our seeds have sprouted! Almost all of them. These 6 have sprouted. These are still, oh, look. Where was it? There was a tiny little one back here. Tiny little one just popping up. And this one is just popping up. Very exciting. We'll keep them on a sunny window all weekend. We'll check back on them on Monday and see what they look like then. Our seeds have dirt, they have sun, they have fresh air, they have room to grow, they have water, and they're doing very well. Kind of fun. All right, we've done our calendar and our weather. Now we're going to read a book. The book I have for you today is called The Falling Flowers, and it's a story about a girl and her grandmother who go see something very special. And this story is actually set in Tokyo, so you'll see some pictures that look a little different from our neighborhoods because Tokyo's in Japan. This is by Jennifer Reed, and it's illustrated by Dick Cole. The Falling Flowers. Mayumi looked out her bedroom window over the rice field and toward the mountain. She hopped up and down as Grandmother tied a ribbon in her hair. "Where are we going?" she asked. "Patience, Mayumi. You'll see soon enough." Hand in hand, they walked on the side of the road. They passed the rice field and their neighbor's home. Mayumi tried to skip and run. "Are we going to the zoo?" she asked her grandmother. Grandmother shook her head. No. They strolled by the bank and the fruit market to the train station. People pushed and shoved and packed into the train. Mayumi had to stand. She tried to jump above the people to see out the window. They were too tall. She tried to push them to the side. There were too many. "Grandmother, are we going to the museum?" she asked. Grandmother smiled and quietly said, "No." Mayumi hung on to a pole. People swayed back and forth as the train rumbled through the busy towns. Clickety-clack, clickety-clack, kabunk, kabunk. It seemed to take forever. Mayumi caught glimpses of tall buildings through the passengers' heads. "We're going to the city," she said. "But why?" "Be patient, Mayumi. We're almost there." The doors on the train slid open. Mayumi caught hold of Grandmother's hand and left the train in the river of people. The city was full of people. Lights, cars, steamy streets, and familiar smells. Honk honk sounded car horns. Beep beep warned mopeds for people to move. Ding ding rang the bells on bicycles. Mayumi looked all around. "There's the shrine, Grandmother. Are we going there?" "No, not to the shrine," said Grandmother. "It's more beautiful than a shrine." They kept on walking. Mayumi skipped and hopped to get a better idea of where they were going. "Look at those lights," said Mayumi, pointing to the neon street signs. "Like a rainbow." She jumped up and down. "Are we going shopping?" "Not today, Mayumi," said Grandmother. "We're going to see something very special, something that lasts for only a short time each year." Mayumi sulked. "We're not going to the zoo or a museum or even shopping. Where could we be going?" She stomped her foot on the sidewalk, crossed her arms, and refused to move. She did not look happy. "Mayumi, we are almost there. Come with me so you can see." Grandmother walked on slowly but steadily. Mayumi followed. They walked through crowds of people who pushed her from side to side. Grandmother turned down a street. It was a quiet street with no cars, no buses, and no bicycles. "Now where are we?" Mayumi asked. Grandmother stopped, tilted her head back, closed her eyes, and breathed deeply. Mayumi watched her. "What are you doing, Grandmother?" Grandmother looked at Mayumi and smiled. "We are here." She knelt down beside Mayumi and pointed to a small park nestled between the tall buildings. Mayumi's eyes grew wide. Rows and rows of trees were covered in pink and white blossoms and looked like big puffy clouds. Every time a breeze swept through the trees, the little blossoms fell gently to the ground. They fell like snow, and the ground was blanketed with flowers. Children jumped high in the air, catching the blossoms. Others played hide and seek behind the trees. Mayumi ran ahead of her grandmother. Prettier than the shrine and the neon sign, she thought. More fun than the zoo or the museum, she shouted. Mayumi walked with outstretched arms to touch the flowers as they fell. Grandmother walked under a large flowering tree. She rubbed her hands up and down the bark and smiled. Mayumi watched as Grandmother slowly sat down on the ground. Flowers fell on top of her. Mayumi giggled and lay next to her. "This is the same tree I visit every year," said Grandmother. "My grandmother brought me to this same spot for the first time when I was your age." Mayumi watched the flowers fall and land on her feet. She swept up a handful of flowers, rubbed her nose in the soft petals, and flung the blossoms into the air. The flowers landed on Grandmother's white hair. "You look like a flower fairy," said Mayumi. "Thank you, Grandmother, for my surprise." "You are welcome. And next year we will return at the same time and sit under the same tree." "Will it still be here next year?" asked Mayumi, looking up through the branches of pink and white petals. "Yes," Grandmother smiled. "And we can play in the flowers?" "Yes," said Grandmother. "Good." Mayumi watched the flowers fall from the tree. When they arrived home, Mayumi peered out her window that overlooked the rice fields and gray mountains. She reached in her pocket and pulled out a handful of cherry blossoms. She lined them up on her windowsill. They were starting to turn brown. "I can visit the zoo or go shopping any time, but I can only visit you once a year," she said, twisting a blossom in her fingers. She lay down on her futon and dreamed about the falling flowers. We're going to play our game next, now that we've read our book. And our game has to do with cherry blossoms too. It's a grid game. So I have 10 trees. And I have some cherry blossoms. We're going to roll our dice and see how many rolls it takes to fill our trees with our cherry blossoms. Ready? Let's get started. Our first roll is 2. 1, 2. Ooh, 6. 1, 2, 3, whoops, skipped one, 4, 5, 6. Wow, we've almost filled our trees. Let's check. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 blossoms. How many trees do we have left? 1, 2. All right, let's roll the dice, see what we get. Ah, 1. 1. Now how many do we have? Let's check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 cherry blossoms. How many trees left? Just one. All right, let's roll the dice again. Whoops, rolled far away. Oh, I got it. Oh, I rolled a 1 again. How perfect. 1. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 cherry blossoms. And how many trees do we have with no cherry blossoms? None. We filled them all up. That was fun. All right, we've done our calendar. We've done our weather. We've read our story. We've played our game. Now it's time for our song. I thought today we'd sing Old MacDonald Had a Farm, and I have some animal pictures. So you'll have to sing the animal sounds with me, all right? Here we go. Old MacDonald had a farm, E-I-E-I-O, and on his farm he had a cow, E-I-E-I-O, with the moo-moo here and a moo-moo there, here a moo, there a moo, everywhere a moo-moo. Old MacDonald had a farm, E-I-E-I-O, and on his farm he had a pig, E-I-E-I-O, with an oink oink here and an oink oink there, here an oink, there an oink, everywhere an oink oink. Old MacDonald had a farm, E-I-E-I-O, and on his farm he had a chicken, E-I-E-I-O, with a brock brock here and a brock brock there, here brock, there brock, everywhere brock brock. Old MacDonald had a farm, E-I-E-I-O, and on his farm he had a horse, E-I-E-I-O, with a neigh neigh here and a neigh neigh there, here neigh, there neigh, everywhere neigh neigh. Old MacDonald had a farm, E-I-E-I-O, and on his farm he had a duck, E-I-E-I-O, with a quack quack here and a quack quack there, here quack, there quack, everywhere quack quack. Old MacDonald had a farm, E-I-E-I-O. Well, friends, it was fun seeing you today. I hope that you get outside today to enjoy the sunshine and maybe take a walk or go out in your yard and smell the flowers and look for the birds and see if you hear any birds singing. I heard some this morning. And I'll look forward to seeing you again next week. Let's sing our goodbye song. Ready? Goodbye, 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 my friends, to you. God bless you everywhere you go, in all you say and do. Goodbye, friends. See you next week.